Judy Nihill is probably best known for her role as bartender Chris on Blue Heelers. Started back in 1994. Flashback 10 years prior to that to the 1980s. Julie had appeared in A Country Practice, The Young Doctors, Prisoner, Sons and Daughters, the mini-series Bodyline, and so many other shows as well. Judy Nihill has teamed up with actor John Wood after quite some time apart, and they're coming together for Bakersfield Mist, coming to Frankston very, very soon. I've got Julie on the line right now. Julie, nice to have you on Showbiz.
Thank you for having me. Hello.
I'm doing well. I hope you're as well as I am today.
Well, opening night's always a bit, I don't know, you don't really ever know how you are till it's done.
Do you still get nervous like that, do you?
It's sort of just like you're giving birth to something.
Really?
It's I don't know that it's nerves. I don't know what you call it. It's just like no matter what you think, your whole body's blood spot. Performing's very like sport, really. Your body's getting ready for something, and it's not till it's done. It's great when it's over.
but once the lights come up, the curtains have opened, you're right after that?
Yeah, you're in the zone. Again, It's like sport. You're in the zone and generally it's fine. Having said that, we, for this particular tour, we haven't had an audience yet. And it's a very funny play, so I don't know where the laughs are. And I have this really bad habit. And I was very pleased to read this once about Judi Dench. She goes up really easily, and so do I. So God help me is all I can say for tonight. Because if other people laugh, I just start laughing too. So,
well, why not?
Yeah.
Join the moment, Julie. Join the moment.
Yeah. Well, then I'll forget my lines. But anyway, I'll get back to you on how it goes.
But at least you're human. That's the thing. And you and John can have a bit of banter between yourselves, can't you?
Well, yes, so long as it's like there's 90 pages of just the two of us. So
Yeah,
so long as we
huge.
banter along and get back to the right spot.
In
That's the
sync.
main concern at the moment. Yes, in sync, yeah.
I'm sure you'll do it well tonight. I'm sure you will. I'm having a bit of laugh here myself. But look, with the laughs, I suppose, as you say, you don't know where they're going to come. Then you just hope through your rehearsals that they're going to be at the funny spots where they're supposed to be.
Well, yeah, and sometimes they're where you have the least expectation, and then, people will laugh one night, and then they don't laugh the next, and you don't know if it's you or the audience. But, I mean, that's the lovely thing about theatre. It's good that way, and, it gives you something fresh to work with every night.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now,
good.
is that John in the background whistling?
No.
That was your bird, was it?
No, that was a bird.
A canary or something?
Yeah.
I thought he might have been hanging around the kitchen there and just having a coffee, bit of a whistle.
No. John's at home, I would imagine.
He's probably rehearsing his lines as well.
Yeah.
Let me take you back to Blue Heelers. Some great times. What, an 11-year run, wasn't it? It was just huge.
I think it was 12, actually.
Was it really?
It was quite an amazing series in the way that the range of people it seemed to connect with was quite large, and it came at the time when Country Practice ended and sort of picked up the love that Australians have for their own storytelling, which of course makes sense because everyone does. And it was cast beautifully, in the very beginning. Hal McElroy was the producer, and it just all, it's like everything aligned and it all came together, I guess.
It was a beautiful series, and it was so sad when it went off, and I think most of us, as your audience, were saying, bring it back. I hope it comes back. But I suppose everything runs a season, doesn't it?
They
runs
do.
Its time.
Yeah, it had, and 12 years was a good time. So, yeah. It was
And
fine.
you've gone on to work much more since then and done many other things as well. Tell me about Bakersfield Mist. How did this come about?
Well, I was in Broken Hill filming The Leftovers, I hadn't worked much. I actually left after Hill. I went off teaching for a bit and then came back, and I was cast by, I did my first gig for the Americans, and so we were shooting in Broken Hill, and John was having a birthday party, and I'd just come back from that. So I went along to that, and just at the end of the party, I was getting a lift back, and I just randomly sat down at this table. I was talking to someone else, and this woman said, I've got this play for you. Can I send it to you? So I said, oh, yeah, whatever. And she did, and I read the play just once, and just it was an automatic yes, because the writing is just beautiful, and thematically it's very much the kind of work that, the kind of things I really, really like. And it's presented in a very funny, humorous kind of way. And I just said yes straight away. So that's how it happened. I'd not met the director before, but that was fine. She was known to John, and it was a 200. And the other plus for me is I'd never toured before either. So because of my kids, you know,
you're doing some firsts.
Well, I had done a little Victorian tour with the Malthouse, but this was this is an East Coast tour, and I just thought, that sounds like a lot of fun. So I'll get back to you on that too, because you do hear horror stories.
It's something new.
It looks like fun to me. So.
As long as the car doesn't break down on the way through. Bakersfield Mist, a comedy. It's set in present day, they say, in the present time. Yep.
Yes.
And about artworks. Tell me about the artworks.
Well, she lives in a caravan park, and she thinks she's got this Jackson Pollock original. And so this guy comes out from New York, from the Met, saying, and he's the expert. So it's this two entirely opposite worlds colliding, and the differences of what, you know, like what's art and what's your knowing and your intuitive thing. And that's what I mean about the themes I really like, because everybody is an artist, actually. We all actually know things, even though you think you don't. I mean, we're not culturally brought up to think we're artists, but we are actually. I mean, it's why I love teaching, because I love bringing that out in kids, you know. So there are all those themes. So I'm not going to tell you any more.
No, don't.
The story, the punchline. I mean, you know.
Suffice to say that Maud, that's a bartender. He's the bartender coming back again to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
She bought this painting from an op shop for a few bucks, so we can leave it there and we can go and see how the play develops. After this one, what's up next for you?
I don't know. I've just finished on Picnic at Hanging Rock. So,
yes. We're waiting for that to come, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's only just wrapped. So
was that a hoot?
Oh, it was pretty amazing. So different to the original, which is irreplaceable, you know. So it's not to be viewed as something like it. It's just a totally other look at it. And the scripts are amazing. But again, it's the Americans. So working for them, we're so different, you know. It really shows on a set how different Australians are to Americans. I mean, it's obvious in your story, in everybody's storytelling. I mean, every country is different. Do you know what I mean?
Is that hard to adapt to, Julie?
I wouldn't want to have not had the experience I have. You know, but sets are like that. They're extremely intense places, and you have to really be on top of that and then perform, you know. Yeah. So I really enjoyed it because, well, it's just a new experience and working with new people and seeing how things are done. And, you know, certainly for The Leftovers last year, the budget that they have, I've never worked on any budget that size. I mean, a lot of younger Australians have, but that wasn't around when I was their age. Well, it's sort of like Judy Davis had gone over and Sam Nihill, those guys, but most those big American shows weren't here, and I was out of it during Healers, and by the time I left and went off teaching. So to come back and work for it, it's an education. And, you know, the equipment they've got is truly amazing. So it was really, I had so much fun. And shooting out in Broken Hill too. Oh my God.
Yeah, wonderful.
I love this country.
We've got a great country, haven't we? We really have.
Do.
We really have. We should be very, very proud of it, and so pleased to be Aussies and living in a free country.
Yes, yes.
Now, you're coming down to the Frankston Arts Centre. You're there on Tuesday next week, the 6th of June, 7:30.
Yep.
It's going to be a wonderful presentation. I know they've got a few tickets left, so we want people to get online now and go and buy those. Bakersfield Mist, starring yourself and John Woods. We look forward to seeing you on the night. I wish you well, my friend. I know it's going to be a great night for you tonight, and the whole thing's going to go well. Don't worry about the East Coast. So long as the car has petrol, you're going to be right.
It's not the East Coast. It's my lines tonight. That's all I worry about.
Julie, I wish you well. It's going to go good tonight for you. Don't worry about it.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Break a leg.
Thanks.
Okay, bye-bye to you.